Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope you guys got the opportunity to do yesterday's work in Schoology, really just reinforcing similes and metaphors, what they are, and can you identify them? Today, we're going to work on some more intensive skills with similes and metaphors. So let's go ahead and take a look at our essential question here. Okay, so the essential question for today is right here. Why should I use similes and metaphors in my writing? All right, so we're really going to be focusing on the meanings and interpreting similes and metaphors, and then being able to apply that to our own writing today. Okay, so big skill, a little bit more difficult than just plain identification. So, interpreting similes and metaphors, what do they mean? Well, there is a really good way to interpret them. So basically, the first thing you want to do is to identify the two things that are being compared. So in both cases of these types of figurative language, we have two things being compared. So we want to find the possible ways that these two things could be alike, because that will lead us to the meaning behind the metaphor or the simile. So let's take a bat, for example. Here's a statement. This is a metaphor because it is not using like or as, and it's comparing my son to a bat, okay? So let's think about the strategy that we just talked about. So we have two items. We need to figure out what's being compared. So we have a bat and my son that are being compared here, okay? Now, how might a human boy be like a flying rodent? Okay, so let's think about that. We're going to actually look at this in context because remember the other day, we had some examples that, it's really hard to tell when you're just looking at a simile or a metaphor unless you have it in context. So let's take a look at this statement within a poem so that we can see some of the reasons why this mom might be saying her son's like a bat. So, my son is a bat. His eyes blink when darkness comes. His body stirs with life. His limbs gorge with blood. As he sets out through the cave of night, his roof the stars, the moon a big white eye watching. Attracted by the false lights, he mingles with his batty friends, weaving in and out of nightclubs, endless parties, each other's places, till sensing the sudden ebb of darkness, he flutters home, a cloaked Dracula, to the hollow of his room, where he will sleep all day. So what are the similarities here between her son and this bat? Well, if you look here, it says that he sleeps all day. So we know bats sleep all day, right? And it looks as though he does most of his activity at night. So we know when we're dealing with bats, we call that nocturnal animals, that they do their activities at night and come out at night, and then they sleep during the day. So this is why this comparison is being made here, because she's saying that her son, he sleeps all day and he's, very active at night. Okay. So, really think about the items being compared and what kind of meaning that they have. All right. So let's look at a different example. This one says middle school's a nightmare. Well, I hope not, okay? The two things being compared here are middle school and a nightmare right? Well, what does this comparison mean? Well, this comparison means that the author believes that middle school is scary, or it could be, okay? So, here's just a shorter example. Okay, so now we are going to practice identifying and explaining similes and metaphors. This is going to be, I'm making this into an ed puzzle, so you are going to have questions pop up. You're going to have to identify simile or metaphor and what the meaning behind that simile or metaphor is, okay? All right, so the first one for practice. The baby was like an octopus grabbing at all the cans on the grocery store shelves. Okay, so this was a simile. Hopefully you got that correct. This comparison means that the baby was so busy grabbing everything at the store that it appeared to have more than just two hands. So thinking about, just visualizing a young child pulling down things off of a grocery store shelf would seem like they would have maybe more hands than just two because, young kids are usually pretty active and they can get things down pretty quickly. Okay, so the second one, as the teacher entered the room, she muttered under her breath, "This class is like a three-ring circus." Okay, so hopefully you figured that this was a simile because it is using like to compare this teacher's class to a three-ring circus. And it probably means that these students are wild, just like the animals in the zoo, right? Those wild animals at the zoo, okay? Or the circus, okay? Not the zoo. You could have said zoo too, and it would mean the same thing probably, okay? Let's look at number 3. The giant's steps were thunder as he ran toward Jack. Of course, this is a metaphor, and it means that the giant's footsteps were so loud that they shook the whole earth, but that they were just really, really loud. Okay. Number 4, the pillow was a cloud when I put my head on it after a long day. Okay, so this is also a metaphor comparing a pillow to a cloud. And it means that this pillow was so soft and fluffy, like you would think that a cloud would be, even though clouds really aren't soft and fluffy, right? Number 5, this is a monster of a problem. Again, this is a metaphor comparing the problem to a monster. So this problem is so much trouble that it's like having a monster in your life. Okay, so that is the meaning of this metaphor. All right. All right. Well, hopefully you did really well on those. I'll be checking in on your responses through the Ed Puzzle. And then today you only have one other assignment to complete, and that's going to be to write a poem using similes and metaphors. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my slideshow here and pull up my document. I actually wrote an example simile and metaphor poem for you. Now, when you open your document, the first thing you're going to see is the rubric, okay? And not only have I put check boxes here on this rubric for you, so you are to use the check boxes. And then I will put in the grades that you will receive for doing the components of the activity here. So if you look down through under ideas, it says, I use the pre-writing graphic organizer. You're going to have an organizer like this to fill out. You do not have to completely fill it out, but you need to have used it, okay? I have a topic written at the top of my page. So basically, what is this poem all about? What is the topic of your poem? I wrote at least 3 similes or metaphors to describe my topic. It could be all similes, it could be all metaphors, or there could be a combination as long as you have a total of 3, okay? All the similes and metaphors are related to my topic. Organization, you start a new line when you write a new simile or metaphor, and you're going to have my example to look back at, so that should help you, okay? And then conventions. I capitalize the beginning of each line and all proper nouns. I spelled grade level words correctly, and I used the words like or as in similes and the words is or was or are or were in metaphors, okay? So making sure that you include those, all right? So here you can see I did go ahead and I wrote about my favorite season, fall. Now you could write about a season, you could write about your favorite sport, your favorite food. You get to choose, okay? Whatever topic you'd like to pick. And then you think of some things that are really enjoyable about whatever you choose, okay? And things that are really things that you could maybe describe using similes and metaphors. So here I wrote like the colors of the leaves, you know, pumpkins and apple cider in the fall, gloomy weather sometimes in the fall. It gets very windy in the fall. I like to rake leaves. I love Thanksgiving. You guys already heard an essay about Thanksgiving and why I like that. And the cold, chilly air. So just different descriptors for my favorite season of the year. Okay. And then I took some of those ideas and I put them into my fall poem. So you can see I have my topic at the top of my page, and this is my poem. Fall is cold air rushing on your cheeks in the morning. Fall is leaves changing to red, yellow, orange, and gold. Fall is as windy as a tornado. Fall is as grumpy as an old man. Fall is the smell of pumpkins and apple cider. Fall is like getting exactly what you want for Christmas. So this is your assignment for today. If you have any questions or concerns, please go ahead and reach out to me and message me. And, you know, hopefully it's pretty straightforward and you get to apply similes and metaphors to writing and see how it makes your writing interesting. Okay? So have fun with this activity, and I am excited to read all of your poems. Did I run out of time?